This exclusive OCA Media broadcast of Panther Sports is brought to you in partnership with these fine sponsors. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, working to ensure a safer, more nurturing community for our young people to thrive. One Community Bank. Shackelford Heating and Cooling. Stoughton Health. J.L. Richards Prime Meats and Catering. And Wisco Industries. OCA Media sports broadcasts are made available free with the support of our local sponsors and community. To join our fine family of sponsors, email Paul at ocamedia.com. You can also donate directly at ocamedia.com/donate to help us continue to provide this service to our community.
Welcome back, Oregon Panthers. OCA Media is proud to bring you this exciting Panther varsity basketball game live from the Oregon High School. Tonight, the Panthers will be taking on the McFarland boys basketball team. I'm Ben Baker, and I will be bringing you all of tonight's exciting action right here on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. This exclusive broadcast of Panther basketball is brought to you with the financial support of these fine sponsors. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all of Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, working to ensure a safer, more nurturing community for young people to thrive. One Community Bank, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stoughton Health, J.L. Richards Prime Meats and Catering, and Wisco Industries. We'd like to welcome Panther Exteriors as our exclusive scoreboard sponsor. Panther Exteriors, put a Panther on your roof. You'll be glad you did. I'm going to turn it down now to Mr. Schenecker down on the court for your PA announcing. Thank you, Oregon. See you in a bit.
They require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, students, athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated or grounds for the removal from the cited competition. On behalf of Oregon Sports Administrator Brittany Spencer Grant, good luck to all the coaches and competitors. We hope everyone will enjoy tonight's event in the spirit of positive sportsmanship. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, to honor America, would you please rise, if able, remove your hats, and join in the singing of our national anthem. And now for the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for your visitors from McFarland. Number 4, Braden Fisher. Number 5, Garrett Kroll. Number 20, Eli Krieger. Number 30, Cam Meinholtz. And number 33, Ben Bosold. Spartans are coached by Jeff Meinholtz. And now for your Oregon Panthers. Starting at guard, number 0 is 6-foot senior Mason Hoffer. At guard, number 2 is 6'1" senior Nolan Erford. At guard, number 3, 6'2" senior Brady Hook. And at forward, a 6'6" senior number 4, Braden Hermsdorf. And at center, 6'3" senior number 44, Will Schmidt. Thank you to tonight's officials, Jonathan House, Nick Neds, and Greg Bloom.
Welcome back, Panthers. Once again, I am Ben Baker, and I'm joined with me, myself, and I tonight as I am the only announcer. So you will get very sick of my voice most likely by the end of the night, but unfortunately this is the only place where you can watch some boys Panther basketball, so we're going to enjoy this. Tip-off, we have number 20, Eli Krieger, and number 4, Braden Hermsdorf. Eli's going to win that, and that one's going to get sent straight back to Ben Bozold, and we're going to get Mr. Kroll to start setting up some plays. That's going to get passed back off to Bozold, going up to Fisher. Fisher down underneath to Krieger. Krieger misses his first. He's going to go up for the second. Going to pass out back to number 5, Kroll. Kroll, good tip-off from Brady Hook. Good read on the pass, and Hook's going to get the first 2 points of the game for Oregon Panthers. The Spartans are going to try to take control back of this one now as we have Kroll with the ball. Kroll's going to give that one off to Bozold. Bozold making a play on the inside. Going to pass that one out to Meinholt. Meinholt's going to give that one up to Kroll. Kroll's going to go to Fisher. It's going to end up back with Kroll. Kroll's going to pass that one off to Bozold. Trying to make a play happen here. That's going to get past to Meinholt. Meinholt is going to Krieger. Krieger's going across, and that's going to be another good read there for Mason Hoffer, and he's going to nab that one right in the butt. Brady Hook now with the ball. Hook making a play, going to pass that out to Schmidt. Schmidt to Hoffer. Oregon's trying to do something on the outside. Schmidt's going to work this ball, throw inside, underneath the net to Hook, and Hook's going to get the other 2 of the game, making that a 4-0 lead on the Panther exterior scoreboard. We got Kroll now with the ball. Kroll's going to give that one off to Krieger. Krieger is going to give that one back to Kroll. Kroll working toward the inside. He's going to step away from that, and MG's not going to be able to get that to him. Goaltending will also not be called on that one, as I honestly thought it would there for a second. 4-0 lead right now for your Panthers. Hook with the ball. Hook at top, making a play on the inside. Plants their feet, and they're going to just lose control of that, and that's going to be called out on Nolan Erford. Spartans ball. A little bit of action here that we got in the first 2 minutes of the game. This one's going to get passed in by Garrett Kroll to, looks like we're going to go Cam Meinholt. Meinholt's going to hold on to it here for a second. Meinholt's going to give that one back to Kroll. Kroll is going to give that one to Krieger. Sorry. Krieger's going to give that one out to Meinholt. Meinholt to Bozold. Apologies. Kroll to the inside. Kroll's can't connect on that one either. He's 0 for 3 so far. Schmidt with the ball. Schmidt's going to pick up his pass. Pass it on over to Hook. Inside, good read by Brady Hook, and Schmidt's going to get another quick 2 of the game. And that is going to be a much needed timeout now for your Spartans. Let me go ahead and add that up over to my sheet. So far, we have Brady Hook with 4 and Will Schmidt with 2. And our boys are going to come out into the court and clean up those spots, make the floor a little bit less wet, I'm guessing. Energy is high up here in the Panther Stadium as we have parents. We have plenty of parents and students from both sections and the entire boys JV and JV2 basketball team from McFarland. We're also going to have a halftime performance hosted by the dance team and I believe the cheer team. But don't quote me on that one yet. I'll let you guys know more. I see the cheer coach, so I'm assuming the cheer team's with her. But I could be wrong. Anyway, we're going to get Fisher to pass this one in for Kroll. Kroll with the ball. Kroll He's going to give that one over to Meinholt. Meinholt's going to pass inside to Krieger. Krieger. He definitely has the height on Hermsdorf. He just needs to use it tonight. He's going to pass that one outside to Basel. Basel is going to go to Kroll. Kroll drives to the inside, sends Erfurth to the floor, and that's going to be the Panthers' ball and a rebound turnover. Sorry, not rebound. Apologies. Out of bounds. Will Schmidt with the ball. Schmidt is going to give that one to Hook. Hook's going to pass down outside to Hoffer. Hoffer now with the ball. He's trying to set up a play at top. He's going to give that one off to Hermsdorf on the outside. Give that one to Schmidt. Schmidt's going to get the good two there. When Braden Hermsdorf was at the Pfizer Forum for the Milwaukee game that they played, he was hitting a lot of outside threes. I think he ended the night with about 12 points and threes alone, and then he had a couple layups toward the end. So we know he can knock them off. We're just waiting to see it here tonight. Right now we got Garrett Kroll on the outside, and that's going to be a foul on, I believe, Will Schmidt. Oh, no, they're going to call that one on Nolan Erfurth. I don't know exactly what he called him for. I didn't see the hand signal in time. This one's going to get passed into Ben Basel. Basel's going to give that one off to Fisher. Fisher's trying to get the first two, but cannot seem to connect here for your McFarland boys basketball team, as they are left out hanging a lot right now. We got Hoffer now with the ball, Mason Hoffer. Mason Hoffer is just going to walk almost straight in, and he's going to go all the way across court with that one to Hook. Brady Hook's on the outside, also going to drive, and he's going to hit a spin move, and number 20, Eli Krieger, is going to send that one out to the bleachers with a nice little swat. That's going to be out on the McFarland boys basketball team. And that's going to be out on Brady Hook. That's going to be a turnover for the Panthers. Right now we have, I can't see if that's 30 or 33. I believe that's Meinholt. Yeah, that's Meinholt. I can tell by the shoes. Meinholt's going to pass that one off to Kroll. Kroll is going to give that one to Krieger. Krieger is going to give that one to Fisher. Fisher is back inside to Krieger. And little pass miscommunication there to Ben Basel, and he's going to let that one go. 4 turnovers now for McFarland with not a lot of time in the game. I think I missed a few of them there too. So we'll see. Fortunately, I don't have a spot I can mark for turnover, so I'm just writing T 4 times. Anyway, we got Erfurth with the ball. Erfurth's creating action. Drive to the inside, pass out to Hermsdorf. He's not going to take the 3, but he is going to give that one to number 3, Brady Hook. Hook's going to fake him, going to the inside, pass back to Hermsdorf. Hermsdorf's going to hit the quick tip, and he's going to put a good 2 in there as well. 10-0 right now for your Panthers. 12 minutes and 57 seconds left on the Panther Exterior scoreboard, and we have Braden Fisher with the ball. Fisher's going to give that one off to Eli Krieger. Krieger's going to give that one to Meinholt. Meinholt's going to the inside, not able to get the first. Your Spartans are just, they're not on the mark tonight. They're missing a lot of the layups so far. We haven't seen a lot of deep shots out, so maybe that'll be some competition we see later in the game. But there's the first deep shot from Hook, and that's going to be off the mark. Braden Fisher with the ball. Fisher's going to give that one to Garrett Kroll. Kroll trying to get those first points, and that's going to do it. Braden Kroll now with the first points for the game for your Spartans. Will Schmidt slowing down the game. 10-2 right now, 12 minutes, 8 seconds left on the Panther Exterior scoreboard. He's going to give that one off to Brady Hook. Brady Hook's in at the top of the key. Screen from Hermsdorf. Hook's going to kick that one out to the side. Gonna get it back, though, just from Nolan Erfurth. Seeing some work done. Still have Hoffer on the outside. Hoffer is going to drive in, and he's going to get good 2 there as well. Coach, it might be time for another timeout down there, as there are some more points going up on the board. Right now we're at a 10-0 lead, 12-2. 10-point lead, sorry. And that's going to be an outside kick from Ben Basel, and he's going to be off the mark on that one as well. Will Schmidt right now with the ball. Schmidt Going to give that one inside. Nope, he's not. Sorry, he's going to kick that out to Mason Hoffer. Hoffer is getting tied up there. Will Schmidt's going to end up back with the ball. Strong pass underneath the net to Hook. Hook's going to try to do something with it. It's just going to roll right off the rim. Anyway, now we're getting back down court quick as these Spartans aren't letting anything off the gas. They're giving everything they got right now. As Basel's going to give that one out to Krieger. Krieger's going to go back outside. He's going to pass that one to Garrett Krull. Krull with the fake. Krull driving inside. Nolan Erfurth has to watch his body, and that's going to be a foul for sure. And that one's going to be on Nolan Erfurth. That's already going to be his second with 10 minutes and 38 seconds left. Score currently is 12-2. Oregon Panthers. Oregon currently has 2 fouls against them, while McFarland has yet to put a foul up on the board. This is the first shooting foul of the game, however. We are now also getting some good substitutes here from Oregon. We're getting Ethan Pagels in for Nolan Erfurth, and Mason Hoffer is going to come out for, and Dylan McCarthy is going to come in his place. And second one is not good either. Yeah, his first one was good, but second one wasn't able to connect on that. Hook now with the ball. Hook's going to give that get a screen from Hermsdorf. He's going to take it all the way as he's open, and he's going to get another 2 there. Hook now with 6 points of this game. As we have Krull. Krull's going to give that one off to Krieger. Krieger back to Krull. Got some action going on. That's going to go across the court to Fortune. Fortune's going to give that one to Fisher. Fisher's going to go back to Krull. Outside to Fisher. Little back and forth game. That one's going to go inside now to Krieger. Krieger's going to go up, and he's going to get the other 2 of the game. Will Schmidt here tonight. Will Schmidt's going to bring this one up. Schmidt's going to give that one to Dylan McCarthy. Dylan McCarthy's going to get a quick little 2 points there as well. Good layup there from Dylan. I'm taking score and stats tonight, guys. It's only me, so sorry if I get behind in the game. Trying to stay ahead, trying to have enough energy to do it. Eli Krieger with the ball now. Krieger's going to give that one outside. And that's going to be a deep 2 from Joe, and from Joe Fortune. And he is going to hit that. That is an amazing name, Joe Fortune. I think he was born and his parents knew that what they needed to name him. Schmidt's driving inside. Schmidt's going to try to give that one off to Pagels. Pagels is going to miss it. Krull's running down the court. He's going to send Braden Hermsdorf flying. That was Meinholt that sent Hermsdorf flying. McFarland's not paying attention, so Hermsdorf's going to try a Euro step. Not going to work, off the mark. Boys coach Jeff Meinholt for the McFarland Spartans yelling on the sideline, just go grab the ball. That's a new one for me. He's not too happy right now. You can see the anger on his face, as that's going to be a pass all the way down the court to Braden Fisher. And Garrett Krull's going to get another quick 2 in there. He's currently leading the team in points, as he has 5 so far. And I'm already, oh no, I'm not missing points. I'm professional at this. Joe Fortune. Fortune's going to pass that off to Meinholt. Meinholt's going to pass that one to Krull. Krull all the way over to Fortune. Fortune's going to give that one inside to Krieger. Krieger back to Fortune, and Fortune's going to get the other quick 2 of the game. Fortune now with 5. Currently tied with Garrett Krull. Brady Hook's going to give that one off to Pagels. Pagels going to give that one to Will Schmidt. Will Schmidt's going to give that one to McCarthy. McCarthy almost lost it there, but able to maintain control. He's going to send that one back up top to Schmidt. Coach Meinholt's yelling to get up there, and that's what happens when you do. When you get in the faces and you use the strength, start to miss some sloppy passes, or you cause them like that, unfortunately. That was a wild pass coming from Braden Fisher. I think that's to Garrett Krull. Yeah, looks like I'm right. And that's going to be Krieger. Krieger's going to give that one off to Fortune. Fortune's going to give that one to Fisher. Fisher back up top to Krull. Krull's going to take the 3, and he's going to miss that one. Brady Hook now going to hit a nice little layup, and that's going to be a good one for him. Hooked. Head coach Jeff Meinholtz sharing his strong opinion right now with the refs. He believes that the 3-point shot that Garrett Krall took against, I believe it was Brady Hook. Should have been a foul. Fortunately, he was off the mark with that one. And don't know what happened past that. But from my angle, it didn't look like Hook touched him at all. I could see how from his, he doesn't see Hook. He just sees his player go down and Hook's running across the court. So I can see how he would think that. But anyway, time marches on, I suppose. So we're going to get going back in this game. Speaking of time, we got 7 minutes and 17 seconds left. McFarland able to get a small little comeback there. They're within 6 now. Oregon's at 18, McFarland's 12 up on the Panther exterior scoreboard. And Erfurf is back in for, who do you let sit down? Hook. Brady Hook, I believe. Yep. As we have Joe Fortune coming in. Fortune. See a few substitute changes. I believe this is McFarland's tallest lineup looking, averaging about 6 foot. Took Meinhold out, and Meinhold's 5'7", so. Garrett Krall staying at 6'4" is going to pass inside to Braden Fisher, who's 6 foot, and he's going to miss that one. Pagels with the ball. And Dylan McCarthy's going to be underneath the net, but he's going to keep running. He didn't have a lot of space to shoot there. Schmidt's going to give that one inside. And Hermsdorf looked like he tried to dunk that one. His hand was way over the net there. He definitely could have if he wanted. As we have Garrett Krall now with the ball. Krall is going to give that one outside to Fortune. Fortune is going to give that one to Krieger. And Krieger's going to do a little spin move and put Braden Hermsdorf a little bit outside. Nolan Erfurf trying to calm this game down just a bit. He's going to walk the ball down the court. And he's going to give me a second where I can slow down my talking. I appreciate it. Braden Hermsdorf with the ball. Hermsdorf looking for somebody. He's going to give that one to Pagels. Pagels driving inside. Going to go out to Hermsdorf. Hermsdorf's going to hit the three, and that one's just going to be a solid brick right there. Krieger with the ball. Krieger's going to get past that one off to Garrett Krall. Krall, the 6'4" junior, is going to pass that one outside to Braden Fisher, and Fisher's going to throw a three, and that one's almost went over the rim. Will Schmidt now with the ball. Will Schmidt trying to initiate a play. Gets the screen from Pagels. Pagels is now with the ball. Pagels is going to give that one to Schmidt. Schmidt looking for something, but he has number 22, Parker Rowe, just all up in his stuff right now. Dylan McCarthy with the ball. Dylan McCarthy is going to reset it up top. Inside to Pagels. Pagels, spin move out, and that's going to be good at ball from Pagels. I believe those were his first points of the game as well. Let's see if my score sheet's right. And it looks like I was right. Awesome. Anyway, going back on the Spartan side, we have Joe Fortune with the deep three, and he's going to make that one go straight in. McFarland's staying close so far. 7 points between the two. Oregon sitting at 22, McFarland at 15. 1 timeout for each team so far this half. 4 minutes and 33 seconds left. Fortune with the ball. Fortune doing work. Joe Fortune trying to set up a play. He's going to give that one off to Braden Fisher. Fisher's going to give that one to Rowe. Parker Rowe is going to pass on back off to Garrett Krall. Krall trying to get inside, and that one's going to be off the mark. Hermsdorf's going to scoop that one up. Nolan Erfurf with the ball. Erfurf trying to be mindful as McFarland Spartans are trying to keep them against that half-court line, hoping that they do an over and back, it looks like. Doing a tighter defense tonight. Erfurf's going to give that one to Hermsdorf. Hermsdorf's attempt three, number 2. That one's also off the mark. But that was a good tip there from Pagels. Unfortunately, McFarland just had the guy right there. Braden Fisher's going to go in, and that's going to be a foul called on Dylan McCarthy, it looks like. Looks like that could have been a makeup foul there. McCarthy's going to go out for Brady Hook, and Mason Hoffer is going to come in for Ethan Pagels. And it looks like we're going to have the starting lineup outs for both teams now. And Nolan Erfurf is going to try to get the ball, and he's going to get taken to the ground by number 20, Eli Krieger. That one's going to be another good rebound from Oregon, but once again, not sending it to the right guys. We're sending it to the guys in white, not the guys in blue. Mason Hoffer with the ball. He's going to give that one off to Schmidt. Schmidt trying to do some work on the inside. Schmidt's driving. He's driving. He picks up his dribble, and he's just going to be a little shy of that rim. Looks like Jeff Meinhold wants to make it very clear what he's got going on right now. Not too happy sitting on those sidelines. Ben Bosel's going to pass that one off to Garrett Krull. 2 minutes, 57 seconds left. Krieger. Bosel now with the ball. Bosel is going to give that one off to Krull. Krull working out to Bosel. Back inside to Fortune. I didn't even see he was in the game, so he's not a starter. Kind of feel bad that I said he was now. Mason Hoffer. Looks like he's trying to go a new play. Coach Meinhold is very vocal, coach. I can hear him from up here. Brady Hook picks up the dribble, and he's going to find Braden Hermsdorf on the outside. Now we're going to see a three from Schmidt, and Schmidt is going to sink that one. It's going to be his first three of the game. First three for Oregon. Oh, nope. Ben Bosel was just yelled at not to take the open three, and he takes it and he swishes it anyway. Not an issue there for your McFarland Spartans. McFarland sitting at 18, Oregon at 25. Mason Hoffer is going to almost walk to the rim there, pass out to Hermsdorf, pass to Brady Hook, and Hook's going to sink another three. I'm not going to lie, I kind of lost track of turnovers as it started to get a little quick. But last I had, Oregon had 2, McFarland had 4. So I'll go get you guys a score update at halftime. And that's going to be a quick 2 there for Ben Bosel. Long pass. Hoffer's going to end up underneath the net. And they're going to call number 30, Cam Meinhold, for a push. Because Mason Hoffer went out of bounds underneath the net. And they believe Meinhold pushed him. Got a little father-son duo as we have head coach Jeff Meinhold and we have junior player Cam. Danny Nice now in for the game. Sorry, I kept calling him Daniel last game. I felt really bad. Danny Nice in. He's going to get down to McCarthy. McCarthy's going to go to Hermsdorf. Back up top to Hook. Hook loses control of the dribble, and that's going to be Braden Fisher that's going to try to spot it up. And they're going to call that on Dylan McCarthy. Dylan McCarthy, they're also going to call that a made basket for Braden Fisher. Braden Fisher at the line, shooting one. Braden Fisher's going to get a chance to shoot 2. Oh, no, basket count. Sorry, that would be a 3-point play the hard way. Braden Fisher gets a chance to shoot 1. Oregon has 4 fouls against them. McFarland only with 1. 59.8 seconds left. Oregon has a chance to eat the ball after this shot, depending on whether it's made or missed. They still do have a chance to get it, even if it's missed. It's going to be missed right there, and that's going to be Will Schmidt. Had some lights off going here. We might be seeing a dance show in the dark, but I don't know. Will Schmidt's going to give that one to Hook, and Hook's not going to make it, but Hermsdorf, his relief man, is going to come in and get the 2 there. We hear steal being called here from Oregon's head coach Chris Siebert. Just updating the score sheets before half, making sure I have everything right. Hook, sorry, that's not Hook, that's Nice. Danny Nice with the ball. He's going to give that one off to McCarthy. McCarthy. He's going to go to Hook. Hook with the ball up top. 10 seconds left. They're just going to hold it. Screen from Hermsdorf. Hook's going to opt not to use it. Got 3 seconds left on the clock, and that's going to be McFarland. He's going to throw it up, and that one's going to go over. A little bit too much power behind that one. He's not going to be pulling a Will Schmidt tonight, where Will Schmidt made about a 72-foot shot a couple games ago. It was a home game for Oregon, I think, about 2 weeks ago. But I will stop talking, as it looks like we have their dance team lined up, ready to run out. I will be back at second half. Oregon Panthers currently lead 30-22. Sorry, I'm not used to being color and broadcast, so I keep forgetting to do both jobs. So I'll be right back with you, folks.
And now for your halftime entertainment, the Oregon Girls High School Dance Team.
It should cost $1 billion to look that good, but she make it look easy cause she got it. You can find the one when the tempo's good. 4, 3, I'm too busy.
It's Nikki full throttle, it's swimming in the grotto, we winning in the lotto, we dipping in the pot of blue photo. Getting so good, it's dripping on wood, get a ride in that engine that could go. Batman robbing it, bang bang cocking it, Queen Nikki dominant, prominent. It's me, Jesse and Ari. If they test me, they sorry. Riders up like a Harley, then pull off in this Ferrari. If he hanging, we banging. Phone ringing, he slanging. It ain't karaoke night, but get the mic 'cause I'm singing. B to the A, to the N to the G. Hey, wait a minute to you.
This exclusive OCA Media broadcast of Panther Sports is brought to you in partnership with these fine sponsors. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, working to ensure a safer, more nurturing community for our young people to thrive. One Community Bank. Shackelford Heating and Cooling. Stoughton Health. J.L. Richards Prime Meats and Catering. And Wisco Industries. OCA Media sports broadcasts are made available free with the support of our local sponsors and community. To join our fine family of sponsors, email Paul at ocamedia.com. You can also donate directly at ocamedia.com/donate to help us continue to provide this service to our community.
back, Oregon Panthers. Sorry, I'm just doing audio because I am doing literally everything tonight. Anyway, we are back with the second half of boys Panther basketball here on OCA Media. I'm Ben Baker, and tonight you'll be getting me, myself, and I. Sorry if you guys have had to hear that joke twice already. I think I'm pretty funny, but this is boys basketball. Oregon versus the McFarland Spartan boys basketball team. As of right now, Oregon is 30. McFarland's sitting at 22. We got about a minute 48 left of this halftime, you can call it. With that being said, I would like to remind you guys that this exclusive broadcast of Panther basketball is brought to you with the financial support of these fine sponsors. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all of Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, working to ensure a safer, more nurturing community for young people to thrive. One Community Bank, Shackelford Heating and Cooling, Stone Health, J.O. Richards, Prime Meats and Catering, and Wisco Industries. We'd like to welcome Panther Exteriors as our exclusive scoreboard sponsor. Panther Exteriors, put a Panther on your roof. You'll be glad you did. If your organization would like to join our family sponsors, please visit our website at ocamedia.com, or you can contact Paul at ocamedia.com. It is a two-man operation tonight. Well, one man, one woman. It's me, Ben Baker, along with my camera woman, Sienna Otterson. I said your last name right. Is it Otterson? Okay. I wasn't exactly sure. But just a two-man crew tonight, so please bear with us. If we have technical difficulties, there's a chance I might have to step away to help Sienna, because Sienna only has two hands, and sometimes you need to like completely take 3 cords off just to fix one thing. It's really annoying, but it happens. Going to reset that clock to 18 minutes and 0 fouls, and we're going to get this second half started. Oregon's going to start with the ball here tonight. Got the whiteout theme going in the student section. Seeing more winter coats than I am white shirts, but it's okay. I see a good group of white and gray. So is it supposed to be grout fit or whiteout, I wonder? Because I see more gray than I see white. I don't know. I don't own a lot of white, personally. Hoffer is going to give that one into Hermsdorf. Hermsdorf doing some work. Going to give that one to Will Schmidt. Will Schmidt's going to give that one back to Hermsdorf. Brady Hook now. Hook, spin move across the court to Mason Hoffer. Hoffer's going to pass that one in to Hermsdorf. Hermsdorf's going to give that one to Hook, and Hook's going to get the nice 2 there. Hook with the first 2 of this second half. We're now going to see Eli Krieger slow it down. Krieger played the entire first half with, I think, about a 30-second break in there. And he's definitely showing the help for the Spartans so far, as his height is really unbeatable underneath the net. I guess he only does have 4. I guess the big player right now for McFarland is Joe Fortune, who's not even in the game right now, and that basket was just scored by Braden Fisher. But with that being said, Joe Fortune does have 8 so far in this game, where Fisher has 4 and Kroll has 5. So seeing a lot of points so far come from McFarland's bench, as Hoffer's going to put a 2 up. That one's going to be off the mark. That one's going to be a rebound, however, by Eli Krieger. Krieger's going to give that one out to Kroll. Kroll going to give that one inside to Bozold. Bozold trying to use the body a little bit. He's going to give that one back to Fisher. Fisher also going to try to use the body, and that's going to get into a... I thought that was going to be a jump. Going to call that one a foul on Will Schmidt.
Fouls on Will Schmidt, his first team foul.
And that one's going to be out on number 5, Garrett Kroll, and that's going to be Oregon's basketball. Hoffer really trying to slow things down here so far. Doesn't want to exhaust himself too much in this second half. He's going to give that one off to Schmidt. Schmidt's going to go to Hook. Hook going inside. Hook's going to hit another spin move. He really likes those. He's going to pass that out to Schmidt. Schmidt's going to opt to take the 3. Not. He's going to give that one to Hook underneath the net to Hermsdorf, and Hermsdorf's going to get an opportunity to shoot 2 at that line. as it looks like number 20, Eli Krieger. No, I was wrong. Garrett Kroll went into Braden Hermsdorf's back. That one's unfortunately going to be off the mark. I was really surprised that he actually missed that one. With that being said, we're sitting Eli Krieger underneath the net. Krieger's going to get his own rebound, pass one out to Kroll. Kroll's going to get the 2. Kroll sitting at 7 points now for McFarland. Oh, he's tied with the most with Joe Fortune. Hook with the ball. Hook. Going to give that one. Oh, he's going to do a little special pass there. He's going to give that to Hoffer. Hoffer's going to take the 3, miss. Hook's going to get the rebound from Nolan Erfurth, though. Little pass confusion, as that's going to end up with Eli Krieger. Ben Bosel is going to get past that one inside to Kroll. Kroll's going to get basically walked out, and he's going to miss that one. Will Schmidt with the ball. Schmidt looking for something. He's going to give that one to Hook. Brady Hook's pass out to Hermsdorf. Hermsdorf to Hoffer. Schmidt. Schmidt to Hoffer. Hoffer trying to do something. He's going to give that one to Schmidt. Just moving the ball around is always a good course of action. Words, none of the plays you are setting up are working. Words are difficult, guys. I'm sorry. Hermsdorf is going to give it on to Hoffer. Screen from Hermsdorf. He's not going to use it. Will Schmidt's going to set a 3, and now he's going to sink that one. Will has 2 threes good that have been good so far in this game. Right now we're going to Meinhold with the ball. Meinhold's going to pass inside to Fisher. Back to Basel. Basel's driving to the inside, looking for 2. Picks up the dribble. He's got to find somebody here. That one's going to get sent a little far, Meinhold. He's going to have to do a little running to get that one. You got Kroll. Kroll's going to give that one back to Basel. Basel's going to go up to sink 3. Second one of the game for him as well. And that one didn't have a lot of movement around the rim as it went right in the net. Hoffer. Hoffer to Hook. Brady Hook driving inside. He's going to go all the way underneath the net, and he's just going to miss it, but Hoffer is going to get the and he's going to miss that one too. Get the rebound, and Hoffer's going to drive in again, give that one to Braden Hermsdorf. And Eli Krieger just sent that one to the student section as well. That was for the second time for Braden Hermsdorf. Braden Hermsdorf's got stuffed, I think the word is. I don't exactly know, but out of bounds here for Oregon. Oregon's going to chance to throw, and Oregon's going to try to throw to Braden Hermsdorf, but good read there from Ben Bosold. Fisher is going to give that one to Bosold. Bosold going to give that one to Krieger. Krieger is going to get a foul drawn from Mason Hoffer. They're going to call Mason Hoffer for a reach-in. Oregon's racking up a lot of fouls so far in this second half, so we're going to have to be careful of that for sure. But we got Eli Krieger with the ball. Krieger is going to give that one off to Kroll. Kroll not able to make it. Hoffer's going to end up with the ball. Hoffer is going to drive to the inside, pass out to Schmidt. Schmidt's going to take another 3. He's been sinking them all night. Why not sink another? Will Schmidt, 3 threes. Oregon student section starting to chant. I haven't seen them do this in a while. And there's going to be a quick 2 there from Joe Fortune's back in the game. Will Schmidt to slow it down. He's going to be met at the half-court line. He's going to pass that one off to Brady Hook. Hook's going to take a 3 off the mark. That one's going to get grabbed by Garrett Krull. Krull's going to try to walk all the way underneath the net, and that's going to be a jump.
Jump ball. McFarland basketball. Cam Meinhold in for the Spartans. Dylan McCarthy in for Mason.
Looks like there's a little bit of beef on the floor between Will Schmidt and Garrett Krull. I guess that does make sense. They've kind of been at each other all night so far. Right now we got Krieger with the ball. Krieger is going to try to get to the rim. No travel call there as Fisher's going to get a 3 opportunity. He's going to miss that. Hermsdorf's going to be able to nab it before Krieger can reach over and grab it. Hook crossed the lines. Got to be mindful of where he's at. Schmidt now with the ball. Schmidt's going to give that one off to Hermsdorf. Hermsdorf's going to just sink that one right in. And that's going to be a quick pass down to Joe Fortune. Fortune with the ball. Fortune's going to pass that one off to Krieger. Krieger, a little back and forth between Krull. Krull's going to go to Krieger. And Hermsdorf's going to turn around and find the ball right in his lap. Brady Hook with the ball. Brady Hook's going to walk to the net, and he's going to get the quick 2 there. And that's going to be a timeout called for the McFarland Spartan. And they're going to use one of their full ones there. And I don't blame them. That was definitely a little bit of rough basketball. Oregon now leads by 10. The score is currently 43, McFarland 33, 11 minutes, 24 seconds left on the Panther exterior scoreboard. Student section telling the away team to talk it over. It's always a good one. I think my favorite one is start the buses. And you hear that about the last 2. You might hear it tonight. If we're winning toward like the last minute and 45 to 2 minute 30 left of the game, you'll hear the chant, start the buses. And that one always makes me chuckle a bit. But, ooh. So if you guys are joining us for the first time here on OCA Media, you guys might not exactly know what OCA is. Well, we are a community level access television station. Think about PBS, but on a very local level. Each year we stream hundreds of local events and original programming for our community. We hope you enjoy our efforts bringing you everything Oregon. If you are watching this on the YouTube channel, please subscribe and get notified whenever we stream another exciting Panther sport. Most of OCA Media is run by high schoolers. You know, we have a team of full-time adults that are in the building. That's Paul, Josiah, Dan Sutter. You know, you might see those guys out in the community. And then we got a whole board. And then we have the high schoolers that work most of the events. So, for example, I'm a senior in high school. Sienna's a junior. Just giving me the nod of approval. But we're going to get back into this game with Garrett Krull. Krull with the ball. Krull's going to give that one off to Fisher. Fisher is going to give that one inside to Krieger. Krieger back to Fisher. And Fisher's going to get a quick 2 out of that timeout. Coach threatening suicides already, I'm guessing. Hermsdorf with the ball. Hermsdorf going to give a little tough decision he had to make with the pass there to give that one to Hooker. And he decided to give that one to Hook. And that ball kind of went wild there. It looked like Krieger kind of tipped it weirdly. Joe Fortune's going to hit a 3, and we're going to call that. He's got 9 points off threes, 4 points off of from the field so far. Nolan Erfurf with the ball. Erfurf going to give that one to Hook. Hook going to try to walk to the inside, looking for Hermsdorf. He's going to pass out to Dylan McCarthy. Dylan McCarthy to Hermsdorf outside. Dylan McCarthy's going to end up with the ball. Able to regain it, so good job on good hustle from him for sure. Dylan McCarthy is a quick guy, and Fisher's having a really hard time keeping up with him, so he keeps trading off with Fortune. Good tip, and they're going to call that McFarland's ball. That was a tip off number 5, Garrett Krull. Will Schmidt needs to pass it in basically now. And Nolan Erfurf, good job on the footing there, making sure he didn't have a foot in front and back. And Dylan McCarthy's going to sink a 3 because why not? 3 from the Panther logo up on that. So far we got Krull, and Hermsdorf's going to get called for an over the head, I believe, or over the back. I'm not exactly sure what the terminology of the call is, but that's going to put out Oregon with 3 fouls so far. Going to have some work to do, and that is going to put Garrett Krall underneath. Garrett Krall's going to pass that one out to Krieger. Krieger going to give that one off to Hook. Hook's the, sorry, not Hook. Wrong Hook. Brady Hook with the ball. Hook's trying to pass on to McCarthy. McCarthy's able to pick it up just in time. Schmidt with the ball. Schmidt looking for somebody. Going to give that one off to Pagels. Pagels kind of getting attacked there from Cam Meinhold. Pagels with the ball again, and he's going to draw a foul there.
Fouls on Cam Meinhold, his second personal, second team foul.
Will Schmidt's now going to be underneath. Going to give that one out to McCarthy. McCarthy going to give that one to Nolan Erfurth. McCarthy's going to give that one underneath the net to Pagels, and that's going to be out on Meinhold. Oregon basketball is going to stay over there. Will Schmidt passing in again. That one's going to go to Brady Hook. Hook. He's going to give that one to Dylan McCarthy. Trying to slow it down, it looks like. I don't blame him. It's definitely been a quick pace second half so far. About 8 minutes, 47 seconds left. Oregon 46, McFarland 38. McFarland's head coach Jeff Meinhold being very vocal right now, not happy with the amount of time Oregon has had this ball. Brady Hook trying to do something, drive in, and that's going to be a good read there from Ben Bozold as the ball's going almost right in front of his head. 8-point difference right now. Sorry, that's more than 8. Sorry, my math was way off there. No, it isn't 8. My math was spot on. I just was still looking at the wrong score. We're getting Garrett Krall with the ball. Krall's going to give that one out. That's going to be Bozold with the ball. Bozold looking for somebody, anybody. Krall's going to end up with the ball on top of the key. Oregon making some noise, and that's going to cause noise. And they're going to call Will Schmidt for a hooking on Eli Krieger.
Will Schmidt is second personal, 4th team foul. Brady Fisher in for McFarland. Brady Hermsdorf back in for the Panthers.
Will Schmidt with 2 fouls so far. So far, everybody on the court, but number 33, Ethan Pagels, has 2 fouls. And they're going to call a foul on Hook now. Is that Erfurth? Sorry, Nolan Erfurth they're going to call a foul on.
3rd personal, 5th team foul. Garrett Krall at the line shooting 2.
Krall's going to get his first. 2 for 3 at the line so far tonight. He's going to have a chance to go 3 for 4. And he's going to stay at 2 for 4 now. About 50% from the line so far. Hermsdorf the ball. Hermsdorf's going to give that one off to Pagels. Pagels going to go to McCarthy. McCarthy, action. Going to give that one across to Hermsdorf. Solid pass there. He's going to go to Will Schmidt. Will Schmidt inside to Pagels. Pagels just getting smothered. Hermsy's going to take a 3, and it's going to go in. That's going to be his second 3 of the game. Big guys are getting 3s tonight. We have 3 so far from Will Schmidt. Now we have, sorry, that's the only, that's Braden's second. I just added one to Brady Hooks for a second. Garrett Krall now with the ball. Krall is going to get another shooting foul off of Pagels this time.
Fouls on Ethan Pagels, his first personal, 6th team foul. Garrett Krall at the line shooting 2.
And his first one's going to be good. Now 4 for 5, and he's going to be 5 for 6 tonight. Sorry, now he's going to be 4 for 6. My apologies. Math was a little iffy there. Will Schmidt now with the ball. Schmidt.
Fouls on 33 Ben
And
Bozel.
they're going to give that one to Ben Bozel. That's me his first foul. McFarland's now at bonus 2 now, so every foul Oregon commits, McFarland gets to shoot 1 for the remaining 6 minutes and 50 seconds of the game. Second half, definitely faster and slower basketball, a lot more pauses, but when they do have the ball, they're running everywhere. They're trying to get out of the reach of Eli Krieger, who's kind of been a nightmare for Oregon underneath the net tonight. Fisher. And no foul call there. Braden Fisher with the ball. Fisher is going to give that one back to Krull. Krull to Fisher. Fisher's faking the 3. He's going to get that one inside to Krieger, and Krieger's going to get another foul on the floor. 8-point difference, Oregon to McFarland. And now Krieger's going to get a chance to shoot, to make one, shoot another. So he's got a chance to get 2 here for Spartans. So I think we're having a score problem. Yep, they're going to check the scoreboard real quick, make sure everything's up to date. Not up to date, up to par. Up to net? I don't know. I don't know if I can say up to par, considering it's not golf. Speaking of golf, golf season here starting soon at Oregon. All spring sports are. I myself do not do a spring sport. Sienna, do you do a spring sport? Just theater? Dance? Tennis? I heard dance the first 4 times she said that. We're taking a much longer break than I thought. I thought I could stall for 10 seconds. I think I'm going to have to stall for 2 minutes. They're checking every score right now since the beginning of the game and counting it up. They have a calculator out now. Oh my God. Mr. Dave Jamieson just pulled a calculator out to start adding up points. He says this is the score. He says this is the score. I trust him on that. And now Siebert's challenging the score. I believe they thought the score was supposed to be at 39, and they switched it to 41 after a free throw. So that puts McFarland much closer, and I think it was 40-48. Oregon was winning. I think it was Siebert, so sorry to do that to you. They didn't say it was an 8-point difference. Anyway, we got Brady Hook. Hook going to give out to Hermsdorf. Hermsdorf's not going to take the 3. Going to give that one to Hook, though. Hook going to end up underneath the net, and he's going to sink, too. And Fortune with the ball. Fortune doing some movement. Going to give Meinholt. Meinholt back to Fisher. Fisher's going to give that one inside to Krieger, and Krieger's going to put another one up. Hermsdorf now with the ball. Now it's 5 lead for your Panthers. Panthers going to have to definitely put some more numbers on the board if they want to make this lead get bigger. And Will touches this, it's going to be called an over and back. Even though I do think that was last tipped off of Meinholt, they're going to let that be an over and back. I don't know which assistant coach was just yelling, but I think it was Barnes. Very loud. And we're just kind of have some back and forth fouls going on now. Last 4 minutes and 50 seconds of the game will be fouls. Oregon's not even in bonus yet. Krall's going to shoot one. And he's going to make it, and he's going to get a chance at another, I believe. Yep. What a great way for a game to end, Sienna. Just off fouls. And I now have run out of spots for to put Krall's foul as well, as he just hit 5, which is the max on my sheet, which I cannot believe. I only got 5 ones to slash. And Hook's going to respond with a quick 2. They get 2, I get 2, I guess, is what Brady Hook says. Garrett Krall with the ball. Krall trying to do something. Give that one out to Meinholt. Meinholt's going to go to Krieger. Krieger outside. Meinholt's going to go across the Boswell. I thought he was going to go inside there for a second. Nolan Erfurth's going to get in between that. And they're going to say that went off on Erfurth instead of Krall like he originally thought. And we're going to get Krall with the ball. Krall's going to get the screen from Boswell. Going to just switch off. Will Schmidt now is going to give Krall guarding a shot, and didn't pan out there. Braden Hermsdorf's going to slow down this game, as this is the closest McFarland has been. This is only a 4-point lead here for Oregon, and Oregon's going to need to make this lead disappear. Like, they're going to need this to be another 10-point lead to be sitting comfortable for the last 3 minutes. Considering the fact that they're in bonus, this game can end off of fouls. It really can right now. Krieger with the ball. Krieger's going to give that one to Krall. Krall's driving it to the inside, but he's going to let a deep 3 go. Braden Hermsdorf almost lost control of that ball as well. Mason Hoffer slow it down, take some time off the clock. Coaches are telling him to speed it up, though. I guess that makes sense with such a short lead. This game could end in fouls. It really could. And that's going to be a foul called on Ben Boswell. They're going to say that he got a little close to the wrist there. They're going to need to do that about 2 more times. They're going to need 2 more fouls so they can end up in bonus, and they also have a chance to finish this game in bonus that way, as Oregon's only sitting at 5 fouls against them. That's right, 8 fouls against them, 5 fouls against McFarland, and they're going to miss that. And they're going to get a little, not sure what word on air I can use. Hook's going to hit a nice little Euro step. Not going to get the and 1 call there. And they're going to try it again. And they're going to get another shooting foul. That's going to put him in the double bonus now. And he's going to make his first one. Now just right ones on the outside. Oregon's going to be able, if he makes this one, it's going to put them in 2. Brick that one. Seeing a little press here. They do have a foul to waste. And they're going to waste it, but they're going to give Nolan Erfurth the open basket underneath the net. Oregon not doing a press so far. They're not going to let anybody go by them. Oh, they're going to be a very strong screen there. Braden Hermsdorf's going to get in between a pass as McFarland's starting to play a little bit sloppy. Brady Hook with the ball. Hook. And that's going to be a for sure foul, and that's going to put Oregon in bonus.
Fouls on Eli Krieger.
Will Schmidt is going to give the last pass in of the game, unless, of course, out of bounds call. Hoffer now. Hoffer showing the dribbling moves, going to pass inside to Erfurf. Not going to take a good ball control, and that's going to be a definite foul on Eli Krieger. That should put Krieger at 2. He has one more foul of the waist before he gets into trouble here, and I think he did that one on purpose because Oregon's going to try to hold this ball now for 1:52. So they should be shooting, I believe. No? I guess I thought we were only at 6. Never mind. Next foul is shooting now. I was wrong. I apologize. And what are they going to call? Timeout from Siebert. Siebert's going to get nice full timeout. Good job there from Hoffer. Just being able to control that little situation that ended in. Because that was something. Oregon 54, McFarland 49. They took a point away from McFarland. It was 50-52 at one point, and they took a point away, so I guess they did find that missing point so far. Either that or I'm delusional and there was never a point added. It looks like Mr. Jameson still has a calculator. I think they're still counting the score, folks. I thought he was typing. It looks like it looked for a while like he was typing on a calculator there. I don't know. Maybe he's doing his taxes right now. I kind of doubt it. Be an interesting place just to decide to start filling out your W-2. Or is 1099? I don't know. That would be an interesting place to start filling for tax forms out Santa, right? Am I crazy for thinking that? All right, good. I'm glad we're on the same page here. Brady Hook with the ball. Hook underneath the net, and he's going to get to shoot 2 there. And Hook's going to have an opportunity here.
Garrett Kroll, his second personal, 17 foul. Brady Hook at the line, shooting 2.
Once again, if you guys are just joining us now, Oregon's at 54, McFarland 49. I am Ben Baker, and your host tonight are me, myself, and I. And I guess your camera woman is Sienna Otterson. But with that being said, Oregon's in a close game so far. They let McFarland get a little bit too close, and now they're going to try to take this lead a little bit farther like it should be, in my opinion. Brady Hook once again. Hook going to miss the second one, unable to get the rebound. Oregon's going to have to hustle. They got 1:25. They got to be smart on offense and defense, and he's going to miss the dunk that he was going for, and he's going to draw a foul on himself to avoid Hermsdorf getting a quick 2. And Eli Krieger, that was kind of his last shot to draw a foul. He's now sitting at 4. So he now has to be very careful about kind of what he's doing out on the court. Looks like he's going to stay in, too. They're going to put only 2 Panthers. They're going to put all the Panthers they can, I guess, underneath. Brady Hook and Braden Hermsdorf in the far back. Erfurf's going to make that one. Erfurf. Oh, that one's going to be Krieger. Krieger's going to give that one off to Kroll. And Krieger is going to get timeout. Timeout here for your McFarland Spartans. 6-point game with 1:09. McFarland needs 6 to tie, 7 to win. It's possible. I've seen it be done. But there is also a chance that this game ends off of fouls. Okay, this is a great song. I don't even know. This is one of those weird games where it's really hard to talk about by yourself. because you can't ask questions. So I'm going to do it with Sienna. You guys can't hear Sienna, unfortunately. I was trying to get her to do some announcing with me tonight just so I had a person, but she didn't want to. Sienna, who do you think is going to win? Oregon. She says Oregon is going to win, most likely. Who do you think are the big? What's the biggest issue for Oregon right now? They keep dropping the ball. Sienna's basketball knowledge is very extent. She's very particular. She knows all the technological terms. And she went with they keep dropping the ball. I agree. I'm going to go find out from Mr. Schenecker how many turnovers they had today, because I lost track after 4. Because it's really hard to track them, so. She said, I don't even know what that is. Okay. I'm going to have to explain to Sienna how basketball works at the end of this. Brady Hook now with the ball. Hook's going to give that one off to Schmidt. Schmidt, full court press here from McFarland. Schmidt on the run, and that's exactly what they needed. They need to basically keep it on McFarland's half of the court for the rest of this game, because if Oregon gets it, they are slowing this game down as much as they can until McFarland draws a foul. Or until Oregon draws a foul, excuse me. Until it gets about 10, and then they'll probably just stop, because it's not going to be fixable at that point. Anyway, we got Krull. Krull's going to give that one off to Krieger. Krieger back to Krull. That was going to be Fisher. Fisher's going to give that one to Meinholt. Meinholt across to Basel. Basel with a 3, and he's going to swish that. Hook with the ball. Hook's going to give that one to Hermsdorf, and they're going to need to foul him quickly. Meinholt is going to draw the foul there. That's going to be his second of the game. Third. That was off. 19th foul. That's going to be putting them close to double bonus. And Hermsdorf goal right now is to sink 2. And then this game is out of reach enough in 44 seconds, unfortunately, for McFarland Spartans. 4-point lead that we got now. Braden Hermsdorf might turn into a 5. I mean, it's possible to shoot a 3 and a 2, or 2 twos and a draw a foul. But unfortunately, it's going to be very difficult right now. Fisher with the ball. Fisher is going to try to give that one off, and Hermsdorf's going to end up with the ball. It's going to be a quick 2. Time out for Jeff Meinholt. Meinholt only got 2 more timeouts, and I think he's going to use them in this 30.6 seconds that we have left in the game. And this is a tough game so far, because this is a game for Oregon that we should be ahead by 22. But we have some people not playing. We have some people sick. I'm sure McFarland does too. So it's really kind of cool to see the people from McFarland stepping up that need to be stepping up, and the people from Oregon that are stepping up that need to be stepping up. For example, Will Schmidt, 9 points off of 3s alone tonight. Only 4 points off of from the field. But other than that, he's been hitting off-ball screens. He's been doing great ball movement, making sure that he doesn't have the ball for more than 5 seconds at a time usually. And then if he does, he gets a shot off of it. So good job from him for sure. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. They're going to start yelling for him to foul, but they're going to get Hermsdorf down underneath, and Hermsdorf's going to get 2 and 1. And that's going to be Boscholt's 3rd. He got 2 very quickly there. And Joe Fortune's coming out as Cam Meinholt. Coach Meinholt calling the play right now. He's going to make that the 3-point play the hard way. Dylan McCarthy now in for Mason Hoffer. Dylan McCarthy, super quick player. He's going to help secure this win here for Oregon. Garrett Krull. Krull's trying to make some motion. Screen coming off Krieger. Deep 3 from Krull, off the mark. Braden Hermsdorf to Will Schmidt, and that's going to go to the ref. And that one's going to be out of bounds. 6 seconds left on the clock, and that is a game here, ladies and gentlemen. Your Oregon Panthers will be taking home the victory tonight. Unless they get 5 and 4, that might happen. That one's off the mark. And Will Schmidt, he was going for that other half-court shot. I saw him pump fake there at the end, but other than that, good game here from the Oregon Panthers. They were able to bring home the win. 61-56 was your final score on the Panther exterior scoreboard. As Mr. Schenecker just said, the Panthers will be taking on Beaver Dam next. Really competitive game tonight. I was seeing it from both Oregon and McFarland. I do have some score, but unfortunately I'm not like Jesse, so I don't know how accurate it is. But yeah, I'm Ben Baker. One last time, camera woman tonight with Sienna Otterson. Good night, everybody. If you guys are out, please drive home safe, and we will see you guys on Friday. Good night.